Welcome, everyone. Tonight we are going to do a reading for the collective. This is who is the collective you, if you're here. Just means we're all part of one big soul family. And, we have a lot of energies that are moving very quickly now. All through 2021. Where there was a lot of change and a lot of things brought to the surface. I feel like then it was the purging, and now we're into action, into new adventures, new loves, reunited loves, that type of energy. So I'm going to do a reading on the collective, for the collective, by our spirit guides, and whatever wants to come out will come out. All right. We are going to use the Good Tarot. Give it a couple shuffles, already pre-shuffled. All right, let's give them a cut. I hope you can hear the sounds out the window. All right, we're going to read from the top. So in this type of reading, all I want you to do is just relax and calm your mind. Let go of everything for a moment. Just allow your guides in. And let's begin. All right. We start with the King of Air, the King of Swords. Can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If it's a person, I'm gonna bring this down. If it's a person for you. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a focus. It's a focus on your pentacles. It's the willingness to go into something, as the apprentice. Doesn't mean you don't have the knowledge. It just means, maybe you don't have the know-how. So you go in as the apprentice. But if you keep your focus on it, it doesn't mean don't live a balanced life. But if you focus, you put your intention on it, it moves to success. I often feel guarantees you success. It's funny, big bass right there. I wonder if any of you play bass. The King of Swords right next to that. When we think about the King of Swords, this is someone who normally in the upright would live in their integrity, right? Live their truth. Do what feels uniquely to them. And listen, it's a king. It could have taken time to figure this out. 8 is about a new beginning. It's also the infinity, right? As above, so below. So some of these gifts, or creative avenues, whatever they are that you're working on, keep going. And again, you don't have to know everything. You'll know it, right? Because I feel like your wisdom just like blossoming. We have, well, what perfect energy with that? The Magician, the Manifester. Number 1. This is where it says, think about you, right? Put your dreams, your wishes, and your hopes to the forefront. The Magician and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. The Magician is a teacher. Teaches the fool along his path, her path, that the tools that the Fool's going to need to be successful, the Fool already has, right? They're within, really, they're within. All right. Um, let's do 3, and then let's go above. Let's look at this king a little deeper. Well, we have the 6 of Cups. Now, of course, this can mean for some of you, this is someone of a younger age, or, you knew at a younger time, is what I'm trying to say. Um, I don't know, maybe you're putting your focus there. And maybe that's what you're trying to manifest, or vice versa. Um, Also, though, I want to say this talks about, this can talk about bringing something to the forefront that, I don't know, I feel like that you were good at, that you are good at, but maybe you haven't done in a long time. It's like there's something that brings you joy. And I feel like, what is it? Well, I think if you look back, it's like there seems to be like an old dream, something that, you know, I just feel like you had dreams around, and for whatever the reason, maybe it couldn't manifest at the time, maybe it wasn't ready. I feel like it's saying now's the time. We have the 4 of Swords. 4 swords. Hmm. 4 swords is a timeout. It's a healing period, right? It's allowing a healing period to take place. It's a 4. It only makes you stronger. This can talk about, if this is for some of you a person, that healing, is important. That healing took place. That healing takes place. And maybe you had to refocus. Um, or I'm saying you had to. But what I feel like is like if this is about someone that, listen, first of all, you would have to have had happy memories, right? And they would be really the forefront of the memories. But nonetheless, there's a healing period over this. So I feel like, you know, maybe something wasn't meant to be at that time, because then your focus, like this feels like, it feels like divine timing. Like this is the right time for whatever is in this 8 of Pentacles for you. And we're going to go deeper. But I feel like it's also very important because of the Magician that you focused on you. Whether you are, you've already focused on you, or this is saying now's the time. If I can't have what I want, what can I have? What can I create? So maybe there's a love I just can't have right now for whatever the reason. So allow myself to heal from that. So what can I do now? What can I create from? Is that experience, in the energy from that experience, can that be useful? Can it be useful to others? We have the Strength card. So some of you definitely needed some time, right? Because Strength card, first of all, it's a card of Leo. But it's about, the inner core, the inner you, the beast within you, learning how to tame it, learning how to balance yourself, the masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark, right? All exist. It's just learning the balance of them all. And I feel like that's exactly what some of you have been doing, because that has been part of the healing process. And interesting enough, I feel like as you were in that type of energy, you probably, you probably got to thinking, and you may have come up with some ideas. You may have had some epiphanies. Um, and I hope you use them because I feel like that's exactly what was meant to happen. In the strength card, you're both gentle and strong. And that you can know, and that you can trust on, right? Once you know that, that's all you need to know. You don't have to worry about what's coming down the road because whatever's coming down the road, you can handle it. But it's your turn to create what's coming down that road. You are the magician. And you are using, you're using your past experiences, but really you're using how you got through them, like where you found that strength. Um, Again, an eight, as above, so below, all of that. So some of you are using that in now. You're in a creative avenue. Okay, let's go below the king. We have the two of wands. So here we go. Like we're standing at the gate. We're standing at the gate. Damn it. But I don't know if I want to go through. I'm not sure if I'm ready to go through. Two swords, I'm blocking myself from an experience. Um, hmm. You can definitely get over this. This is just a little fear. That's really what it is. But it's interesting, it's coming right next to the two of wands with these two twos, and it's like polar opposites, right? They're polar opposites. I feel like, excuse me, I feel like, listen, I mean this in the kindest way, but no, no more blindfolds. No more blindfolds. Because they don't serve you. They hinder you. They hinder your opportunities. No matter, no matter what. The four swords is always available to you. I feel like that's not just a certain, like, okay, I do this and then, at the end I heal. I feel like the healing, it's always there. It's an understanding, right? As I'm healing, I'm learning. It's like touching a stove. You touch it once, that's all you need. You're not going to touch it again, right? When it's hot. And I think what I'm trying to say is that you can depend on, like your wisdom, you can depend on. Okay. Well, hello, sun. Interesting, we have Leo at the top in the same row and the ruler of Leo at the bottom with the magician in between. Um, can talk about a double Leo for sure. I don't know if I've ever met a double Leo. That would be interesting. And I'm saying that because, you know, Leos really do like the spotlight. And, in a way, they're meant to be in the spotlight. Some of us, like I feel like Virgos, many of us work behind the scenes. Some of you wonder why I don't show my face. It's not because I'm embarrassed of my face. It's just that I want you. I just don't want to. You know what I mean? It's like I do it this way. It's better for me. Um. So, anyways, the sun is illumination. It's illumination over. First of all, I feel like with the sun here, if there's any blindfolds, it's like the sun gets right through. It's like a thin piece of cloth, right? And the rays of the sun still reach your eyes. Um, I can't ignore it. I can't ignore. I can draw my shades, but I still know the sun's out there. And all of a sudden, I felt like a little, a little panicky about that. But then, like, immediately it was overcome. All right, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Messenger of Fire, of Wands. Wow. You know, if nothing else, something is stirring you. Something is stirring you up, and I feel like that's exactly what it's meant to do. Right in the middle of the spread, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, whatever you focus on is what you're going to grow. That's exactly what it talks about. You know, if you want to begin something, 2 8s, don't think that you need to know everything, because this is I learn as I go. You know, but maybe I practice, and you know, I mean, that's how I learned to row. I learned it as I went. You know what I mean? Like, I was no expert. I just did it, and I just learned to trust my intuition. Okay, let's bring in this is called the Lustrous Tarot. I did a video on these where there is a coupon there for you if you're interested in them. They're like the traditional tarot, just larger pictures, clearer images. But that is, and I think I named the video a review of Lustrous Tarot. All right. All right. I was going to say, where should we begin? Let's begin at the beginning. I don't know. They felt like a mistake, but we're taking these. They're face up. We have Judgment. All right, Judgment, first of all, is your spiritual team calling you to attention. That trumpet. It's calling you to the present moment. Something's happening in the present moment. That's probably why we're seeing these 8s and then the Magician. Something's happening in your present moment. Something you definitely want to be aware of. Judgment talks about a rebirth. So I feel like if you're struggling in something, or just all in life, I feel like this is an opportunity to give yourself a rebirth along with your spiritual team. Remember, your spiritual team is constantly working on your behalf, sending you signs. Your angels need your request, your permission to enter, so feel free to ask. You know, that's what everyone is there for. So, anyways, you know, and I feel like in Judgment, it's like they're all get together and they're all speaking to you, like present time. And then we have the Wheel. Okay. Well, you know, we have all this energy on the bottom of the deck with the Messenger of Fire. All this energy, you know, it can be a sense of desire. Sometimes I don't even know what it's for. Just like I feel like something, you know, like something's changing. You know what I mean? Like if you just pay attention. And I feel like for some of you, there's this fire in your belly, and I feel like pay attention to it, follow it, follow it. So the Wheel, I feel like coming over the Four Swords, where that's really a time, you know, kind of like a timeout, allowing things to heal, allowing true understanding happen, learning my part in something with the Strength card here, because it is about you. And that's not blame. It's just your part, simply put. And I feel like maybe learning all parts of it, what you need. Um, but then the wheel, I feel like, is saying, okay, well, especially with judgment, two major arcanas back to back. Um, Energies are moving. You know, things are moving now. Wheel of Fortune, I don't know. I feel like that's also good luck. Um, or it feels like good luck. Not to put pressure on you, but remember, whatever you're doing today is, it's like you are growing your tomorrow from your actions of today or non-actions. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay. Ten of Wands coming over the Strength card. That would make sense. I feel like for some of you, Ten of Wands, I feel like it looks like this person is like pushing a boulder uphill, right? This is where someone takes on, it feels like at least, all the responsibilities are on their shoulders. But they choose that. Now, when I say they choose it doesn't mean like it's the way I want it, but I do it anyway. So the Strength card, and I feel a lot of this is just knowing that, seeing that, understanding that, and making a decision. Is that the way I want it? Because we go from the 10 right here to a 1. So I feel like the answer is no. Okay. But such is life, I feel like. Look at this. We have the Death card. So the Death card, first of all, card of Scorpio, another major arcana. This is about an ending. Judgment here is about a rebirth. Well, so is the Death card. The Death card is about closing doors to things and people that are no longer serving you. And it doesn't have to be all dramatic in that. It's just like, the realization of what is no longer serving me. Maybe I can't immediately close the door, but I can phase it out. Another way to close a door, when you, let's say you're kind of like you're kind of stuck in what you're stuck in, is to raise your own vibration. Because when you raise your own vibration, what is not raising with you will fall away. Now, one way or another, right? Sometimes we think, oh my God, that can be hard. But, yes, but think about what can happen, what can be new, the adventures you can get into. So anyways, the Death card. Closing doors so I can allow other doors to open. I feel like when the Death card comes out, it's saying, there's certain doors that, until they are closed, other doors cannot open. In other areas of your life, yes. But I feel like in certain parts of your life, there's doors that it's like this horse is trampling on these people. Here's the Ten of Wands where this person's carrying all this responsibility. That's a lot of heaviness. And no wonder you would need the Four of Swords, that healing with the Strength card. The ability to overcome, and really the ability to overcome anything. All right, we have the Seven of Wands coming over the King. We have the Five of Cups. And look at this, we have the Eight of Cups. I'm sorry, the Eight of Pentacles. Coming over the Magician. I have to tell you, for some of you, this looks like a relationship that could potentially come back together, and be stronger than it was before, but not without certain work, not without certain realizations, right? Not without understanding. Like if you know that you're carrying all the burden, all the energy of a relationship, let's say, you're doing all the receiving, or I don't know, like all of a sudden I feel like I'm doing all the housework, I'm doing all the laundry, I'm doing all the cooking, I'm doing it all, and you're not receiving. Um, you know, that has to be balanced, right? It has to be balanced. So two people have to be able to balance that out, and we can't make someone else do what they don't want to do, but we can control ourselves. So, anyways, long story short, I do feel like there is a missing. With this Five of Cups, it is missing someone. And it's pointed right up to the six. There could have been a breakup in 2021 and 2022 could see the potential of this coming back around. Um, I like that I see two Eights of Pentacles here because I feel like maybe that is talking about two people who want to put in, I hate to use the word work because it doesn't have to be like work, but the energy. They're willing to put in the energy towards this relationship. They're willing to build it. And you know what I mean? I feel like, and both are. Two cups behind that Five of Cups. And, perhaps this is a love that just never died. But it definitely needed healing, nonetheless. Nonetheless, at least on a human level. I feel like there was probably aggression, probably passion, but passion turned upside down can be a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, a lot of fighting, a lot of that type of thing. I don't really have, a lot of swords. Um, but that does feel like that is what needs to be looked at. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a great potential here. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. I don't want to overthink it. And it's coming right under Judgment. We have the Nine of Cups, and then we have the King of Cups. It's interesting, we're getting all kings and not queens. And that can be male or female. I hope you guys understand that. Where am I taking this? Taking this over the Two of Wands. Okay. Well, I feel like the Nine of Cups is talking about single life. Being single. Maybe I've been single for a while. And it's interesting because, again, like I'm standing at the gate. Will I walk through this gate? And here is this King of Cups also at this gate. It can be water, yes, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I never say them in order, it's funny. Or I say them differently every time. But anyways, if we just think about the King of Cups, this is someone who comes to the table open and ready and willing and wants to be in a relationship. This is someone who enjoys giving their emotions. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cups in this line also. So, emotions are definitely here. I definitely feel love. I mean, I can't deny it. But I do feel like you're at the gate of, going from single to let's see. We have the Five of Wands. Interesting. We have two fives right here. Two fives. And these two fives are on the heavier side. Five of Cups. Again, it's all that I have lost emotionally. The Five of Wands can be aggressive energy, as the Seven of Wands, where I feel like I need to defend myself. Five of Wands is that back and forth and the back and forth, but there is no victor. This is your fear. Maybe it's how it was, and your fear is you don't want to go back, right? Because here is the Ten of Wands. Here is the Five of Wands. The Nine makes you singular. However, I feel like this is talking about what was. Okay. Well, hello, Fool. Perfect energy. Exactly what we need. Free and clear. He's looking back. It's very seldom I see the Fool looking back, but he is. And look at this, the Hangman. It feels like two people who are really on the same destination. I feel like they just arrive at different times. They arrive at different times. I feel like you that are here, I do feel like it's your guides who want you in the present moment, who are telling you that things are moving. Things are moving. They're moving. So it's like, dust yourself off and let go of what it is you need to let go of. It's time, right? We're now in the planting season. We want to be planting clear seeds of intention. I think both, because listen, both, and the Judgment is touching the Six of Cups too. So, it could be happening to two people at the same time. Like their guides are really trying to get their attention, right? To get them into the present moment, as are yours. It's almost like to get you in place. Do you have to? Probably not. Would that mean that this may pass me by? Potentially. I can't say that. I don't know. But I feel like this. Let's say we come back together, but nothing has been worked on. No one has grown since then. You're going to repeat it. It's like, I don't want to put a number on it, but it's like 80% chance of you repeating, of you ending up right where you were, of you needing to go right back into the Four Swords, right into the House of Healing. So think about that. Okay. Now, I think that this is talking about like time has gone by. And I do feel like both are arriving at the same place at different times, but very close together, I feel. It's like my biggest fear is repeating what happened before, right? The carrying of all the wands. I don't feel like the focus was on you. And maybe when things did come to an end, or it's talking about now, like put the focus on you. Like, don't forget about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, because you can really manifest in this energy. It really feels perfect. I'm glad I did this reading. I feel like it's talking about love, but it's also talking about life and adventure and pentacles, and creating. You know, I feel like with the Fool and these eights, a lot of this is new. Now, it doesn't have to mean that it's new to you, but maybe it's something new that you're doing with something you already have. You know, like a talent, a skill. Okay. You know, the Hangman is seeking wisdom on his next steps. And I feel like it's just saying maybe the Hangman was in the Hangman position maybe a little too long. Wow, we finally have a queen who comes out. And it is the Queen of Pentacles. Can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You know, I feel like this is very good if you are creating something new. And I keep saying new, yet I feel like you have it all in you. But let's say you're bringing it to the world. Queen of Pentacles is, you know, her specialty is seeing the details that other people miss. So that may help you in some way, right? She's someone who does focus on her pentacles, like that, like her stability is important, right? Her independence is important to her. Now, I also feel like someone could be like what I have done purposely. Like I have, like, there could have been like some type of breakup here. And I feel like it moved you into like your house of pentacles. And there you grew your pentacles. At least it looks like you have. Because I feel like you're quite okay. You're quite okay. Though there is still this aching. Like there's this aching, but I'm still okay. So I feel like I purposely made sure my foundation was strong before I took my next steps. And I feel like now is the Fool. I'm ready to add to that. I'm ready to add more. Something new. Okay. I'm going to pick these up. I'm not done yet. There's just too many cards out. Let's pick these up. And let's just go over the whole spread. Look at that. Okay, I have my deck. Look at this. What is going on here? Okay, don't mind me. It was just weird because maybe I'm supposed to take him out. I see that tower. You know, it's just interesting because the Ace of Wands came out. Definitely felt like it flipped over. But the King was also flipped over in the deck. So, I don't know. We'll keep them up there. Something may be over with one king. Get male or female. Okay. Okay. Cards are just coming out weird. We have the Devil. Look at this. Look at this. We have the Emperor and the Empress together. Together. But they're in reverse. What is going on here? The Devil was actually in reverse also. Can be Capricorn. Card of Aries also here. I feel the Empress is all the queens. So I don't really give her a particular month, so to speak. Interesting that the Emperor and the Empress are in reverse, and so is the Devil, though. I feel like this is what was, to be honest. I feel like with the Emperor and the Empress showing, it's talking about people's what's the word I want to use? People's potential, right? Like the Empress, it has the wisdom of all the queens, but also carries the dark of all the queens. The Emperor is someone who really is the leader of they're both really the leader of the people. The Empress is more the nurturer. The Emperor is the one who will put plan in place. Both are looked up to, both are counted on. Boy, I have to tell you, I just feel like it's saying with the Devil in reverse, because the Devil can talk about the darkness, which we all have, and we just have to know that, right? Some people operate better through like some of their darkness. But I feel like what this is saying is, it's almost like we were the prince and the princess back then. Now we're becoming the emperor and the empress. Interesting. Just noticed the star card. We have the Three of Swords. Okay. Who's in the House of Healing? Well, I feel like both of them. Maybe one a little bit more. I mean, I did kind of put it over the Empress a little more. And then we have the Knight of Wands, like it's coming back around again, right? But this knight is coming in. He's coming in. He, she, it. The energy is coming in. This is something that's coming back around. The potential, I'm just going to say, is great. I feel like we, at one time, were more in our darkness, and now we're more in our light. Or let's say we're both more balanced. I feel like, is it right now? I'm not sure, because they're still in reverse. So have they moved out of the House of Healing yet? Well, only you can answer that. But I feel like it's available. It's available. And in that energy, I feel like, many great things are figured out. And I feel like epiphanies. But I feel like that was a time, right? Because let's not forget, the guides are calling you to the present moment. So there's something that wants to start happening, right? We have the Messenger of Fire here. We have, which is the Knight of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands here. I feel like this Three of Swords could have taken someone down, no doubt. It's interesting because the Devil, which again is the card of Capricorn coming up against Leo, right? Leo and Capricorn right here. But really, in the Strength card's energy, we are trying to tame the beast within us, that tempts us. Well, the Devil is temptation, but it's in reverse. It's in reverse. The Devil didn't win. Look at this. Look how things are just, I have the deck in the upright. We have the Ten of Swords, but look at this. It's in reverse, which is beautiful. Because in reverse, literally, the swords are falling out. Those swords have been in me for so long, right? It's almost where I'm submissive to the energy within the Ten of Swords. The sun is illuminating that, but it's also illuminating, I feel like it's illuminating any shadows of individually, ourselves, so that we don't carry the energy of all these swords and daggers and, pushing boulders up a mountain, that type of energy. I just feel like it's quite beautiful how the devil's in reverse and then the Ten of Swords is in reverse, and here's the sun. And here's the Strength card. And what's it coming over? The Magician. I mean, how nice will it be to have those swords just fall out, fall away, fall away. I cannot tell you what to do. But I think you understand where this reading is going. I'm pretty sure where this reading is going. And by the way, I feel like, and I've been picking this up a lot too, where some people who are falling in love are actually going to be working together, creating together. I'm saying working, well, it can be working, but also creating, which can be work. You know what I mean? Like, it's like yin and yang, it's like, it just kind of fits perfectly. And I don't know. I feel like you may be working together, and all I know is these swords are falling out, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. I'm going to leave the reading there. I'll let your comments fill in the rest of the story for me. I know the Emperor and Empress are in reverse. I am not worried about that. I feel like they will turn around. I wouldn't be surprised also if you have parents who have crossed over, if they're part of your spiritual team and maybe helping you, maybe to make a dream come true. I did see a star card on the bottom of the deck, though I didn't mention it, though I did see it, and that is about your hopes and dreams and wishes. It's funny how I saw it, I didn't say it, right? And in your earlier spread, I feel like that's what I was talking about. It's like, I know I could potentially be good at something, but I'm afraid to do it. Just like I saw the star card. I should have just said I saw the star card, right? When I did, but I didn't. Like, I actually thought about it, like, I'm not going to say it. So, I did see it though. That's your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. This just feels like a good time, guys. Again, I know the past hurts, the past sucks. There's horrible things have happened, right, to many of us. But we can't live in that energy forever. It doesn't mean you have to take someone back. Don't, if you don't want to. But this is talking about all that can be, and I feel like your spiritual team is saying the more you're in the present moment, the better future you're creating. Because if you're unaware, right, if I'm unaware that I'm manifesting, right, you're manifesting good or bad. I got to know that. If I do nothing at all, can I really expect major changes next year, like in a couple months and then the following year? No. But if I start heading that way, I feel like something's just going to open, and I'm going to stop talking. I love you guys. I hope this reading resonates with you. I hope you understand it. I know it may be a little confusing, but you may have to watch it more than once. You may have to watch it at a different time, like in another week or a couple days, that type of thing. Whatever you need, it's here for you. I love you guys. I thank you. In every way you support my channel. I cannot wait to read your comments. I say that all the time, but it is the truth. I love you. I'll see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.